Today, we're keeping this one really simple because if you're looking at Navy Federal credit cards and you're stuck between the cash rewards and the more rewards, I want to help you figure out which one actually makes sense for the way you spend your money. I'm not going to overcomplicate this. We're comparing the interest rates, annual fees, rewards, current welcome offers, who each card is best for, and of course, we're going to talk about credit score and the type of approvals people are actually reporting. And if you're worried about applying and getting denied, I'm also going to show you something you can check with Navy Federal before submitting the actual application. Let's start with the cash rewards because this is probably the easier of the two to understand. With cash rewards, you're earning a flat amount of cash back. But there's something important you need to know because Navy Federal actually has cash rewards and cash rewards plus. If Navy Federal approves you with a credit limit under $5,000, you'll receive cash rewards, which currently earns unlimited 1.5% cash back on purchases. If your approved credit limit is $5,000 or more, you'll receive cash reward plus, which earns unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. That is it. You don't have to remember, is this restaurant 3 times? Is this grocery store 3 times? Which category am I using? You're earning your flat cashback rate on your eligible purchases. So if you want something simple, I think that's the one with the biggest advantage. Now let's look at more rewards because this is where things change. Instead of giving you the same reward rate everywhere, more reward gives you additional points in certain spending categories. You're currently earning 3 time points at restaurants and on food delivery, 3 time points at supermarkets, 3 time points on gas in transit, and then you're earning 1 time points on everything else. So think about your everyday life. If a large portion of your money goes towards eating out, groceries, or ordering food, filling up your car, and transportation, more rewards could earn you more rewards in those categories. But here's the trade off. If you're spending a lot of money outside of those categories, you're only getting 1 time points on those purchases. That's where cash rewards plus can become attractive because you're getting that flat 2% cash back everywhere if you qualify for the plus version. So I'm not going to tell you that that one card is automatically better than the other. It depends on where your money actually goes every week, every day, or every month. Now let's talk about the current special offer because these are different. As I'm recording this video, the More Rewards has a welcome offer where new eligible card holders can earn 20,000 bonus points after spending $2,000 in eligible purchases in the first 90 days of an account opening. Those 20,000 points have a $200 value. So you don't hear 20,000 points and think Navy Federal is giving you $20,000. We're talking about 20,000 reward points worth $200. Now, Cash Reward currently has its own offer. Eligible new Cash Rewards card holders can earn 200 in bonus cash after spending 205 in eligible purchases within the first 90 days. So, just looking at the current welcome bonus, Cash Rewards is offering $50 more in value, but you're also required to spend $500 more to earn it. These promotions can change, so make sure you guys definitely check Navy Federal's current offer when you're actually ready to apply. Now let's compare the interest rates because this part is definitely important. As of August of 2026, both cards currently advertise the same APR range. 14.15% to 18%. Your actual APR within that range is based on your credit worthiness. And both cards currently have a $0 annual fee. So neither card has an advantage when we're talking strictly about the annual fee. You're not paying an annual fee just to keep either one open. And because the APR ranges are currently identical, I wouldn't choose between these two based on the advertised APR range either. For me, the decision really comes to rewards and spending habits. Let's make this extremely simple. If you don't want to think about categories and you just want to swipe your card and earn cash back, I would lean more toward cash rewards. Navy Federal itself describes cash rewards and cash rewards plus as being best for getting cash back and everyday spending with advantage to excellent credit. If you're approved for cash rewards plus and getting that 2% flat cash back. Now, if your biggest monthly expenses are things like groceries, restaurants, food delivery, and gas, and transit, I will look harder at more rewards. Navy Federal describes more rewards as being best for everyday spending, supermarket shopping, and advantage to excellent credit. You're getting the 3 time point opportunity in several categories that a lot of households use consistently. So the easiest way I can explain this, cash reward is more simple, a flat cash back, and more reward is higher rewards in specific everyday categories. Now I want to clear something up because Navy Federal also has a secured rewards card. If you're establishing credit or rebuilding your credit, that's where their in rewards cards enters the conversation. That's different from the regular rewards card we're comparing today. A secured card requires a security deposit and it's designed more specifically for establishing or rebuilding credit. So, if you're watching this video with damaged credit and Navy Federal isn't pre qualifying you for the regular cash rewards or more rewards, don't assume you have nowhere to start. Their secured option may make more sense while you're rebuilding your credit profile. Now, let's get into the question everybody wants answered. What credit score do I need to be approved? Navy Federal does not publish a specific minimum credit score for either cash rewards or more rewards. Now, both cards are marked toward average to excellent credit. So I don't want to sit here and tell you you need exactly a 650 for cash rewards or you need exactly a 700 for more rewards. Navy Federal isn't giving us those numbers. And when you look at the actual member reported approvals, you can see exactly why. Recent cash reward approval reports are all over the place. I've seen an individual report an approval with a credit score of 562. I've also seen another person reported at 672 with a 13,000 credit limit. Another person reported around a 673 with a $20,000 approval. But in the same exact conversation, people with scores in the 700 reported much smaller limits. That's why I keep telling you guys, your credit score is not the entire application. Come debt, credit history, utilization, and the rest of your profile in the relationship with Navy Federal can make a huge difference. And more rewards is the same situation. We're seeing people with stronger scores and established profiles receiving more reward limits, but we're also seeing people with good credit receiving surprisingly low starting limits. So I would not apply just because somebody online had the same credit score as you and got $20,000. Your profile isn't your profile. And speaking of limits, Navy Federal is known for some pretty high credit limits. Members have reported showing cash reward plus limits well into the tens of thousands of dollars. For example, I found a recent report from somebody with an 807 score who said their cash reward plus had reached $28,500. On more rewards, I found another member reporting their credit limit had increased from $15,000 to $20,000 with a reported score around 730 to 750. Again, those are individual member experiences. They're useful because they show us what's possible, not because they tell us what you will receive. A higher credit score doesn't automatically equal a higher Navy Federal starting limit. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, okay, info girl, this sounds good, but I don't want to waste a hard inquiry just to get denied. Navy Federal gives members a pre-qualification option. Navy Federal says that if you're worried about being denied, you can check whether you pre-qualify for a Navy Federal credit card with no impact to your personal credit score whatsoever. That's exactly what I would do first, in my opinion. Now remember, qualification is not the same thing as guaranteed approval. But if you're unsure which Navy Federal card may fit your profile, I will look and check pre-qualification before blindly submitting an application. That is just me. So, which one would I choose? If I wanted something extremely simple and I qualified for Cash Reward Plus with 2% cash back, I'll seriously consider Cash Rewards Plus. I'm earning 2% without having to think about where I'm shopping. But if I knew a large amount of my monthly spending was with the supermarkets, restaurants, food delivery, gas, and transit, I'll probably get more excited about the more rewards because of those three-time categories. And you guys, that is truly my decision. Don't choose the card because somebody told you one is better. Look at your spending. If you spend heavily in those more rewards three-time categories, run the numbers. If your spending is spread across a bunch of different categories and you want something simple, Cash Reward could make more sense. And remember that neither card currently has an annual fee, and right now their advertised APR ranges are the same. Now, I want you guys to help everybody in the comments. If you have either Cash Rewards Plus, or more rewards, tell us which card you have approximately, what your credit score was when you were approved, and what starting credit limit Navy Federal gave you. That's going to give everyone watching even more approval data to compare. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!